What's up, fellas? Your boy Dark Kel coming to you from the rig. As you can see, we are rolling. It is Monday, and I got the truck back. I got it back this morning. So the only reason I didn't get the truck back on Friday was because I forgot to buy the fuel filters, which is not necessary. But my mechanic highly recommend that we got all the fuel injectors per brand new. We might as well get the fuel filters done as well. So I showed up this morning at the shop with the fuel filters, got them put on, and we're riding. So we got all the fuel injectors put in the Terminator new, all brand new fuel injectors, and the truck is running like a dream, man. She is running great right now. It's incredible, man. So we did finally find out exactly what was causing the misfire. So if you guys saw the previous videos, I had injector number 2 was starting to fail. It hadn't failed completely. And then I had the O-rings on number 3 injector and the O-rings on number 6 injector that were also failing. So I didn't know this, but it turns out that fuel injectors, there's coolant somewhere around there, so that makes contact with the fuel injector to cool them off because they get hot. So the mechanic was explaining to me something that, you know, the tip is always in there and the thing, that shit gets hot. So then there's always, you know, most engines have their own different system, but Detroit has a system where there's a part of the actual injector itself for coolant is in contact with it. I get to cool it off. And it's just, there's an O-ring. You know, they have O-rings on there. And I guess those O-rings they're there to separate that stuff. So injector number 3 and number 6 both had that O-ring bad. They weren't broken, but they were just like worn out. They were open, they were loose. So the main misfire that I was having was actually in cylinder number 6, which was the worst one. The O-ring on that was completely almost gone. And I guess what was happening, it was very small amounts of coolant that was getting into the freaking, I guess where the piston is, I don't know how that works. So he was saying, so when the injector will inject fuel, it will mix with some coolant, and that was causing that little misfire that I had. And when it got worse, that's when it got real bad. We were like, because I, you know, so, and he basically told me it's good that I caught it on time, because I think could have just gone and would have got cool, you know, cooling in there, and it could have been bad news. So, you know, my mechanic got that all cleaned out. You know, he got all that shit cleaned out real good. So that was the issue, guys. So guys, if you're having a misfire, you're noticing you're on cruise control and your truck is like boop, boop, and it like misfires. Take it into shop ASAP, because you might just have something as simple as an O-ring that's bad and letting coolant mix with your fuel, and boom. I did not know that there was coolant. I knew that the piston sleeves have coolant around them to cool them off. I didn't know the injectors had coolant around them. Coolant usually runs through everywhere. Your air compressor has coolant. Like my mechanic broke it down to me. There's coolant going through air compressors, through oil cooler, through everything. You know what I'm saying? I guess, you know, and it makes sense. Obviously, it's coolant to cool shit down. So injectors get hot. It needs to have in contact with coolant to keep them cool, and that's what the misfire mainly was. It was the coolant getting in the injector cups, I guess, and shit like that. So it wasn't literally, my mechanic literally told me that I only had one injector that was starting to fail. It wasn't failing completely. It was internally, and all the other ones are good. He was like, you know, but again, we were already opened up. We already had all the engine brake assembly off. We had the rocker arm off. You know, he took all that off. He checked my cam. Everything looked nice and smooth. So I literally could have got away with just buying one injector and all the O-rings, but fuck that. You know, we already opened up, and you know, I just figured I'm gonna go ahead and just change them on. I did. I got them all brand new, OEM parts. If you saw the previous video, so now she's running great. No more misfires. And he was surprised. Usually, when you change fuel injectors and the fuel filters, you gotta like, when you go to crank the trucks, like, bah, bah, you know, it's like, wah, wah, wah. It takes a while to crank, you know, because fuel, you know, it's new system. My shit cranked right up. I did have a little stutter at the beginning, and some fuels came out, and he told me that's just some of the stuff. You know, there's always some stuff left over with the issue that I had, and I had to burn it through. And sure enough, man, burned it all through, and the truck is idling like a kitty cat right now, man. It's running smooth right now, boys. Running smooth. So I'm real happy about that. We're rolling right now. We're picking up a load. A little short one today. We're gonna pick up in Jacksonville, deliver in Savannah, Georgia, tomorrow morning at 8. Then we're gonna get a load right back to Florida, because I got a dentist appointment tomorrow at Wednesday morning at 9. Just like we stay on top of our trucks, we gotta stay on top of our health, man. And, you know, I stay on top. I used to be in dentistry. I don't know if I've shared that with you in the past with you guys before I got into trucking. I was the only one in my family that didn't go right into trucking. I actually went and got my biomedical degree, and I was a dental hygienist in a pediatric office for years, and then I was studying to be a dentist. I was already done with school, getting ready to go to dental school. I started trucking as part-time while I was doing some online classes to make some better money before I went into dental school. And I fell in love with trucking, and yeah, it all goes from there, man. I gave up dentistry, so I care about my teeth. Your boy Doc get killed by his teeth, so I'm always in the, so I got a dentist appointment, gonna get some cleanings done. I went to the dentist last week because I thought I had something, I had a pain, and it turns out I just had a piece of something stuck in one of my gums. It's crazy. But yeah, man, so we're gonna get back to Florida. Wednesday, we're gonna get a quiet flex, and we'll keep on doing what we do, staying away from all those cold places, man. I got my cousins and my brothers out there, and they go out on the road, man, and they've been going through with all the snow. This winter has been crucial. It's been brutal. This winter has been brutal, with the snow, so, and the ice. So even in the Carolinas, we got some snow. So anyway, so that's what it is, guys. All the fuel injectors are new. The truck is running great. I changed those couplings that go on the turbo side. I still don't know what they're called. They're the airflow couplings or some shit like that. I changed those out. I also had a small little exhaust leak on the Flex. We got that fixed up. So we're riding right now. She's running real good, and gonna try to catch up now, make some money, because I did lose a week of work due to that, and that's what it is. So yeah, I also got the truck washed. You know what I'm saying? Blue Beacons. If I go to Blue Beacon, it's because I'm out there, and there's no other choice. But I like to go to these little mom and pop truck washes. They charge a little more, but they wash your truck right. My truck is clean right now. So that's what it is, fellas. Just giving you guys an update on what's going on with the Terminator. It's running good right now, man. We got brand new fuel injectors, and we're gonna keep on riding. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.